get an idea of what is money. What does money mean to you? What is money? Let's first of all let's ask you and everybody else here who's watching, what is money?
For me, money is energy.
What do you mean by that?
It's it flows. It's like ebb and flow. You give, you receive. It's about movement, really. It's a
Mm-hmm.
currency. So it's a current. So it's
Yeah,
something that's always moving.
yeah. And everybody will have a different point of view or different definition of money. And most people would think in this reality that money is something that you have to earn, you have to make, you have to save. It's a money, it's like a currency, like you said. It's something that you use as a tool for trade, for exchange of goods. Money is also this solid thing that we see, paper, coins,
True.
and that is what is the, I guess, conventional um, idea or concept of money. Yeah. But in this conversation we're gonna have, it's like let's challenge everybody's points of views and think of money as something that we have created.
I think I lost you, Junaline. You're saying we'll have for this
It's like
conversation we're going to challenge people.
something like you said, like yeah. So what if money is energy? So whatever people have defined money as, that's what's going to be money for them. What is your reality? What's your point of view about money is what creates your point of view and your reality about money. So there's no right or wrong definition. There's no one definition of what money is.
Okay. Another thing that often comes up in your events with money, so you always ask, what is your relationship with money? So I like to boomerang that question back to you. Like, what is your
Ooh,
relationship with money right now?
what is my relationship with money? Well, my relationship with money or my creationship, it has been a creationship with money because whenever you say something is like a relationship to money, it's like it's still outside of you, right? You have a relationship with money, like it's something that's like an entity that's outside of you. What if money is actually, like we said, if money is energy, if what is money is already part of you? Money, just like anything else, is like something that we already be and have and perceive, but it's like we make it significant and we make it like this very limited commodity that we have to make, that we don't have it yet. Yeah. So my relationship with money has changed because of my point of view has changed with money. In this reality we think that money is, like I said, this money, what is money, the thing, this thing. My relationship with money changed with I changed my points of views of money, with money. What if I can have money? Most people think of like when you have money, you spend it, you save it, you have to earn it. And there's all kinds of things that you have to do in relation to it, like you said.
Right.
Yeah. But what if we can have money at all times? We are money. What if you can become money? Wow. What's
That's
that like?
interesting. That's very interesting. What
What
if
is that
you
like?
become money?
What if you can
Yeah,
become
what
money?
is that like,
Like
Junaline? What is that like when you say you are money or you can become money?
when you be something, when you become something, when you be something, you become it. There's no thinking, there's no planning, there is no calculating. Actually, what is about money, where there's no calculating about having it. When you be it, you have it. When you be it, you are it. So when you be it, you are it. And it's like functioning from the point of view of abundance, that there's no lack, because money, just like, what if money, just like air, is available to you all the time? We have
Oh,
lack because of the points of views that have been created in this reality, or whatever reality we're living in, our culture, in our religion, in our family. So many points of views that we have came from others points of views, and Like, when you think about it, back in the day, there was no money. Like, there was no this money that we talk about. There's no coin, there's no thing. People just use something to trade with something, like a cow with grain, like with grains.
Right,
So
right.
yes, and we have made, hello Lally, hello everybody. We just made money so significant, like something that we need to have in order to have something. We
I
need to
love
have it in
that.
order to get something.
What if
Yeah.
money is available to you like air, you said. And I realize that I agree with you regarding point of views regarding money. I used to have a coach for from a business coach, and he was telling me, you know what, since you're starting a business, you start with like $500, I think. And he said that's actually, let's start, that's actually very modest, and you see that's very reachable. But in my head I was thinking, I actually don't want to start with I was fundraising actually for one of my initiatives. I don't actually want to start with 25,000 pesos or $500. I actually
Mm-hmm.
want to start with like $50,000 or $100,000. It doesn't. I don't resonate with starting small. I was thinking, why not
Yeah.
scale right away? But he was telling me, no, no, you start small and then grow from there. And my head was like, no, you can actually start big. And within that month, when she was telling me, start at $500, you receive a donation of like around that $50,000 for a project that I'm working on.
Wow.
And I
Yeah.
was thinking, oh my gosh, it's really just that? Like you, when you feel that this is what you deserve and this is what is coming, it comes. And
Yeah.
and most of the time I send proposals and I send project proposals to people so they can fund a certain project. But this money just came without the proposal, without the funding. I just felt, and I agree with you. Sometimes you just felt now, okay, this is what's coming and this is what I require.
Yeah.
And but there's
Yeah.
an element of trust there too. That okay, I don't think
Yeah.
$500 is not it. I think $50,000 is about what's
Right.
coming.
Right. You see how actually in this reality everything is calculated when it comes to money, because as if there is a scarcity, it's a scarcity mentality. Like, oh, you should just start small. Or there's not, because there's a premise that there's not enough, and you don't want to risk it or anything like that. So like the fear that gets created about not having enough, or just do a little bit, like, don't, it's you have to be safe, because it's like somehow there's not enough that's going to come around if you put a lot of it in. So the idea of that is like it's functioning from scarce, from not abundance, and we have a lot of it. And actually, if you function from the energy and the point of view that, no, I'm following this energy, if money, this reality is money's point of view, if money wasn't an issue, what can I choose, what can I create? You can create greater if you didn't let the the money, drama, trauma, pain, whatever points of views we have, stop you from creating. If money wasn't an issue, what can you create? Well, if money wasn't like this thing that people are making a big deal about, what can I generate? And actually, when you are asking this kind of question, it opens up to like endless possibilities. You'd be surprised. It's like, really, like you said, trusting the universe. And what would it take to truly trust the universe that we have? We have everything. So it's your point of view that creates the reality. If you function from lack and scarcity, not enough, or I don't have enough, or whatever, it's too much, not enough, too much. I don't know where I'm going to get it. Like, how can I get it? How am I going to save it? Or I have too much to spend, too much, yeah, everything like that, all the considerations you have. This actually limits from what can be expanded and expansive with money, with the physical money, with the energetics of money, all of that.
But
Yeah.
in the Philippines, there's really a scarcity mentality, Junaline.
Yes.
People
Yeah.
feel they don't
So
have enough.
I wonder. So I wonder, actually, I want to ask this question. What do people in the Philippines love about not having money?
Sure. Nice question.
So what do you guys love about not having money? What do you love about being poor?
Mhm.
For something gone. Karen, you want to say something?
So you're saying that people are actually choosing not enough. So it's really just a point of view that they feel they deserve scarcity, and so that's why they have scarcity.
It's a very interesting question, and I wanna be clear on that, because some people might think that, okay, like it's I'm diminishing that reality. No, I'm not at all diminishing. I know there is poverty, there is financial, different financial realities all over the world. But at the same time, do we have to buy that collective consciousness of poverty? What would it take to change that? If we are so aware that, okay, we are poor, whatever that is, you know, a lot of people love being poor. They say, I don't want to be poor. I want to, I don't, who wants to be poor? But actually, there's something about that you love, or people love about being poor, that keeps showing up as their reality.
Aya is saying it's a programming of the collective. Thank you for joining this conversation. Aya
Hi,
feels
Aya.
also.
She's from Lebanon.
Hi, Aya. Thank you for
Yes,
joining.
hi, Aya. Yes, it is like it's a consciousness that's going on. Like if you buy that point of view of the reality where you're living in, okay? So in Lebanon we have a very, very, like really interesting financial reality. So if people buy into the drama and trauma of that reality, of the financial reality, there's not enough, like our government stole our money. A lot of the fighting and the resisting and the avoiding and defending for and or against, all of that creates this wonk and the universe. So you cannot really generate, because you're stuck in that. You get stuck in that. What if you actually say, no, wait a minute, what if I can create a different reality with money? Just by asking that question, actually, you invite yourself to look at different ways. So it's not like about thinking and thinking, but actually just asking the question, no, wait, what else is possible here I haven't considered? What else is possible I haven't considered? If I didn't have to buy the point of view of my country, of my religion, of my culture, what can I create with this money situation, or with money? Like I
Right.
said, because with money is energy.
I
Yes,
love
in the Philippines,
that. I love
we have
that.
such, yeah, the Philippines, also, how much of that poverty mentality or poverty consciousness is that, and I would say inspired, influenced by religion too? So that it's more noble to be, I wouldn't say poor, but not to have money. It's like the fastest. If you have money, there's a lot of judgment for people that have a lot of money, though, isn't it? Yeah,
True, true.
yeah,
And and
yeah.
there's a point of view that if you're poor, then you get to heaven fast.
That's right. There you go.
Then
That's why
you're
people in the
cursed.
Philippines love being poor. That's why people in the Philippines love being poor,
Or
because they're
if you
hoping
have
to
too
get
much
to
money,
heaven.
all your relatives will go to you and ask for money or take a
That's another
loan to take
thing.
everything back.
There you go, Karen. That's it. Some of the points of views that people love about being poor.
Mm. Can I ask you how were you able to create a different reality with money? Or can you share with us an experience of one of your students when he or she was able to create a different creationship, like you said, with money?
I will tell about my experience, because I had this point of view also, coming from my family. Coming from my family, also, like just maybe the culture. Like you said, it's very interesting. You're talking about poverty mentality. It's because, if you are supposedly, if you have money, you shouldn't be talking about it, or you shouldn't be boasting about that, right? At least in my family, it's like that. Like, even though, like, like there's a conflicting universe. My father would be so proud of him having money. My mother would contradict that and say, don't be like mayabang or something like this. So there's always like this conflictual thing growing up. It's like, okay, so it's not good to have a lot of money, or is it good to have money, or what? It's like all about this kind of points of views. So I grew up having these conflictual universes. I would make a lot of money, then I would also spend it a lot. Damn, like this, it's like I would make them not just enough, and then okay, so I'm happy now. I can spend again. It's always kind of like that. So I would save and then spend. I would save and then spend. And then it wasn't actually until like knowing about the tools of access consciousness and being a coach and knowing about the tools of access consciousness that I learned about like your point of view about money creates everything that you can create with money. So if you change that point of view, it's like you didn't have to buy those points of view. It's like, what if I can change that? Actually asking the question, what if I can change that? What if that's not true? How much of my points of views have I been making that are not even mine? And I just bought them because they were convenient, because they were in the family.
Right.
So once you think about that, start changing, it's like, okay, no, I want to change this. I want to have my own reality with money. And I started asking questions. So what if money wasn't an issue? What would I like to buy? What would I like to create? If money was like, sometimes I would be stopping myself in the past when I was younger. I would be stopping myself from buying this because, okay, it's too, the judgment of something's too expensive and something's too cheap, you
Yeah.
know? Like that's kind of the polarity of like, okay, no, but if money wasn't an issue, what would I choose? Okay, even if it's a Gucci, if I didn't like it, actually, would I buy it? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's really, really interesting. So just asking these questions. One question that changed my life: if money wasn't an issue, what would I like to choose? What would I like to create? And one of the things that I also love about about learning the money tools of access consciousness, would change my reality, is like whenever I buy something or I create something with someone, if I buy this or I choose this, would this create money for me? Like asking that thing that you're buying energetically if this is going to create money for you. It might create the money, the financial money, but it will also create something else that's going to be generative in the future. The thing is, when we are buying something, we don't think about that because we think pay what we need right now. But what if what you are buying, even a piece of gum, is going to create a future for you and the world?
I did try that tool with access consciousness, and the answer for me was jewelry. I started buying jewelry this year. I haven't. I really don't buy jewelry. I like you. I agree with you. But for me, I always give my money away to charity or to initiatives.
Yes.
That's one point of view that I have before. But then when I ask question about that specific question, like what can contribute to me so I can have more money, and my
Yes. Yeah.
the answer is jewelry. So I started buying like pearls and other jewelry, and true enough, it's such a big contribution to me,
Yeah.
and money actually came in more because like when I meet people and I kind of felt like I'm more presentable because I don't know why, but I kind of felt like the jewelry actually contributes to me and gives me more money.
Yes. Yeah, it's wow. Yeah, it's all about the energy that is being money. What if actually beauty, anything that's going to like your body requires money. You as an infinite being, you as a soul, what the people are calling, you do not need the money. But a lot of religions, of course, have the point of view and judgments about money, because they are limiting your body. When money is just for your body, what is going to create for your body? Right? Money is just for your body. What it wants to eat, you need the money for that. What you want to wear, where you want to live, it's like all requirements of the body. And of course, in this reality, you require the money for it. And what if that is money? That's the vehicle to have money and not making it significant. It's like, what would create the most for me and my body and my life and my living? And what if more money would show up in my life? Instead of like saying, oh, I don't have enough money. No, ask the questions. What would it take to have more money show up in my life? And what actions can I take to create that? So it's not like just actually asking the question and being wishy-washy about it, but it's like, okay, what actions can I take to create that? Who or what can I, talk to, or can I ask, or can contribute to me in making my financial reality the reality that I would like to be?
Right. I hope you're
It's all
taking
about
note
asking
of the
questions.
questions that
Who is
Junaline,
taking notes?
the people listening. Because if you're taking note of the questions Junaline is are asking, it's such a big contribution to you. Like
Yeah.
just now, we'll wrap up the conversation in 30 to 40 minutes. So if you wanna ask a question, please ask it now. But if you've listened to the questions of Junaline, if money is not an issue, what can you do and create? Um, that's a good question to ask yourself. What if money is like air that it is available to you all the time? And you're asking also, what can I create with money, and what do I love about being poor, or what do I love about having too much money? So these are like these are actual tools that you can
Yeah.
use in your life
Yeah. Yeah.
to change, right? You said to change
So,
how you
so
deal with.
yeah. So sometimes people ask you like, okay, I don't love being poor. The question is, what do you love about being poor? I saw Aya asking this question. Um, Sometimes people are not aware of that. You are not consciously loving that you're poor or consciously loving that you are this and that, right?
Right.
It's like, why? No, I don't love being poor. Of course, you're going to resist and react to that. But there is this, for something to occur again and again, there must be something about that that you love unconsciously in order for you to have it show up in your life. Yeah, and so we are actually just like with the discussion with Karen earlier on. She was saying all this, like all this, energies that are coming up. It's like people will not try to talk about money in order for relatives don't ask them for money, or because in the religion people think that you go to heaven if you are poor. There's a lot of limiting points of views and limiting beliefs that have been ingrained, and I'm not talking about just the Filipinos being, loving poverty. There's many cultures in the world that we are calling poverty stricken or love being poor. Even in Lebanon, even in America, everywhere there are people. Why the financial reality is such is because there's something about it they love. It's very convenient and comfortable for some people, isn't it? Just to be
Mhm.
poor. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to move in your life if you're poor. You don't have to go to hell because you can go to heaven if you're poor. It's like, okay, my relatives are not going to ask me because they think I'm poor.
Right.
Right? So you make yourself poor.
True, true. So in your class, you're going to have a free class on
Yes.
money. Are we going to dissolve this limiting beliefs that people have about money in the class?
Yes. And what else is possible? Let's do that. It's about time we cut the crap. We dissolve all this, frigging limiting points of views about money. So we have this free intro on the money to have or to hold, in like in marriage and relationship, to have or to hold, to till death do us part.
Yeah.
Yes, all these points of views that you're holding and defending for and or against money, we're gonna be talking about that, and bring some questions too. We can talk more about that in depth on, when is it, August
August
25th.
25. Yes.
Yeah, it's a free money class, many intro. So we get there. Please join. It's you can register. It's by registration as well as on Facebook. It will be live on Facebook on the Life Inspired with Junaline page. So
Yeah. And
follow
also
that
broadcast
page
here.
and broadcast it here also. Yeah?
Yeah. So double
Okay.
broadcast.
Double broadcast. So how does it get any better than that? And if you know anyone who would like to join and they are not on Facebook, they can register to the link. They can join the Zoom.
Yeah.
You can actually ask in the Zoom. So that's great.
Right. So, and we would like you to register because you can get the recordings if you
Yes,
register. If you don't
that's
register, you
right.
won't get the recordings. At least you
Right.
can.
Yeah, they will live on Facebook only if you don't register,
Right, right. We
or
would
you
love.
don't know what.
I love what you
You know.
said. Let's cut the crap about this friggin' money issue.
Yeah, cut the crap with a friggin' situation. Meme. Cut the crap. I say the S word. I'm being very cautious, not saying the S word, but yes, cut the crap with money, and then we're gonna have also like a clarity calls.
Yes.
So yeah, we're gonna have that too. Just to go deeper on that, we have two clarity calls on money, and it's going to be on August 29th and 30th. And this
Yeah.
clarity calls is recordings available for that. I mean, the clarity calls, actually you get to really ask your questions. After the free Zoom, you can ask more. You can be in there, so like a group coaching on money, and clear all our crap. That's why it's called the clarity calls. Clearing and being clear on what it is that you'd like to create as your money reality. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's also there. And this one
Right.
is not on Facebook. This is an online class via Zoom, and you have to register, and it's paid class. So, and it includes also clearings, PDF of the clearings, recordings, the whole shebang. It's two calls. Yeah.
All
So what else
right.
can we create? What else can we change? If
Right.
money wasn't an issue, what would you create? What would you change?
So inviting you to these two calls. It's 3 p.m. Lebanon time for Aya and the other people in Beirut and Lebanon, and it's 8 p.m. for Asia and for Philippines. So there, I see Lali joining us and Faye and Jen. So if you have other, I think we can take in one more question and then we
Okay,
wrap up.
yes, 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 of course, of course.
If
One
there's
or two,
one,
it's okay.
yeah, and then we'll close it. Anyway, you'll have a more intimate time with Junaline because we have a free call on money on
Yes,
August.
on that's right, that's right. Okay, question.
No questions for now, but I guess we can wrap up, Junaline. Like, what's your parting message for people, especially having challenges with money? Because you did ask them a lot of questions already. You also told them, like, ask your buddy, like, and when you buy something, check, this a contribution to you? And then ask yourselves, what is it you like about this being poor? And
Yeah, actually, the question, like, if you, okay, so again, I'm gonna part with questions with a question. If there's something that is not working, whatever, with the financial reality or your money reality or situation, and when you ask actually the question, what do I love about it? What do I love about this? And then a lot of thoughts are gonna come up, and just be mindful of like what's going on there. This one. Just be aware that actually a lot of the things um, that's limiting your current reality with money is actually points of views. A lot of them are beliefs, and notice that there might not be even yours. These limiting beliefs. So I challenge you to challenge those beliefs, and ask yourself, what would it take to change this? What would it take to change this reality? What would I like to have as my own reality? Are you willing to have your own reality? Not your parents, not your family, not your religions, not your country's reality? With money? It's
wow,
about time.
thank you so much for challenging all of us about,
Yeah,
yeah, with our creationship with money. And
yes,
we'll talk more about this in this month.
definitely.
Yeah,
Welcome
so
everybody to the free calls. Yes, the free call on the 25th, and yeah, be prepared with your questions then.
okay, so you'll see more of Junaline. Please register for the August 25 call. It's 8 p.m. in the Philippines, 3 p.m. Lebanon time. Okay. And thank you so much for being very, very generous with your time, Junaline, for giving us all these tools. You gave us like
Yes.
more than a dozen tools just in this 30-minute conversation. So
Oh,
if
just wait. Just
you
wait for
did,
more.
and there's going to
but
be more
but
tools.
yes, just to make sure, I would like all of you who watching this or watch this or will be watching this to use the tools. That's it. That's all my ask from you is to use the tools.
Yeah.
Play
So
with them.
if you really listen and if you're able to catch the questions and you use the tools, your life will change. So and let us know what change
Let us
happened.
know what
Let
changes.
us-
Okay.
That's it for today. Thank you so much, Junaline, for
Thank
this, and we'll
you.
see you in your money calls
Okay. Bye
happening.
bye. Bye. Thank you,
Bye,
Karen. Thank you,
everyone.
online healing community. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for being with us. Thank you, Junaline. Bye for now, everyone.